Top five.
Top five. Good.
Oh, we were not already, so I already won.
I haven't even watched 5 movies.
One.
Yeah,
Anyways,
this is just a little
this
insight
podcast
to
is
the band.
our favorite movie soundtracks. Look, the thing is that I'm a big movie buff. Eric is also. Matt is halfway. He finishes about half the movies.
Yeah.
So he sees right in the third act and never sees how it ends. And then Toter is just, he's seen a lot of commercials or like memorabilia of movies, and that's about it.
Totally shaped my angsty childhood.
You're so... And it made me want to play drums because Phil Collins is cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crush Podcast. Today we have a special episode. As if you are looking on the YouTubes, you see I got Team King Kong. We got Eric with his Team Godzilla. We got Matthew with his team. What are the Ghost Brothers? What's all three of them together?
Yeah, they're the Ghost Brothers. That's what they're called. Those are the Ghost Brothers Pokemon.
Ghost Brother Pokemon. And then we got Toter. So where we're at though is what we're doing today though is we are talking about our favorite movie soundtracks. It's our favorite movie soundtrack. So I want to start this right out of the gates right here. We're going to pick, some of us have our top 5, some of us have top 3. I think some of us only have 1. I don't know. Eric, are you ready to go with this?
I think so.
Okay, so we're not even too sure. Look, the thing is that I'm a big movie buff. Eric is also. Matt is halfway. He finishes about half the movies.
Yeah.
So he sees right in the third act and never sees how it ends. And then Toter is just, he's seen a lot of commercials or like memorabilia of movies, and that's about it. So I'm really excited to hear what Toter's favorite movie music is, because I honestly have not a clue what this is going to be. It was really difficult for me to pick my top 5. I can't wait to see what it's going to be for everybody.
Top five.
Top five. Good.
Oh, we were not already, so I already won.
I haven't even watched 5 movies, bro.
So I thought we were taking score. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
this is just a little insight
podcast
to
is-
the band because this kid's super competitive.
I always win.
His
guys.
top 5 are the best top 5.
All right. Why don't we just go around a little bit and let's talk about it? But you got to tell me when you pick your favorites, make sure you tell us why and what are the top 3 songs on there. Okay, give us a little insight of this.
Jesus.
What?
5 albums, top 3 songs.
Half-hour
All right,
podcast.
You know what, Eric? Eric, you're gonna start first. Let's see what you got. Give me at least one of your favorites.
All
What are you
right.
talking
All right. I got sort of like a threefer. I couldn't really like narrow it down, but this is like a collection of movies that I think fall in sort of the same pool. So the first one that came to mind, and this is actually weird because I never have actually seen the movie, but I jam the soundtrack all the time. It's a David Lynch movie called Lost Highway, and it's like a neo-noir film, and it's of course it's got Nine Inch Nails, which is my jam. It's got like Rammstein and Marilyn Manson. It's like all super dark, brooding, angry stuff.
How come you never seen the movie?
I don't know. It's like a super, super cult movie. I feel like I've heard more people talk about the soundtrack than the movie itself. So
It's
I
most
truthfully
David
don't
Lynch.
even know if the movie's good. But it is
old
David
roommate
Lynch.
in college. My old roommate in college would, remember Ethan?
Yeah.
He would be, if he's listening, somehow
Yeah.
Ethan's listening right now. You already know that he's
screaming
freaking out.
at me.
He's screaming. Yeah.
You haven't seen Lost Highway?
But he's stoked that you're listening.
But
to the soundtrack.
I will also pair this with a Tarantino movie, Natural Born Killers, and also The Crow, which I think all 3 of these movies very similar.
Wait,
Lots of
Tarantino did The Crow?
No.
Oh,
he
you're
did
saying-
Natural
okay.
Born Killers, and then also
Period.
The Crow.
Also, okay.
But all 3 of those movies, like super dark, brooding soundtracks that like totally shaped my angsty childhood.
Yeah, you're so to brand on that.
That is very
It's
on
kinda crazy.
brand.
Yeah,
Super
dude.
on brand. Holy shit.
And I think I especially shout out to the Lost Highways soundtrack because it might have my favorite Nine Inch Nails song of all time, Perfect Drug, which is such a jam. But
Perfect Rug?
Perfect Drug. I actually thought it was perfect
hug?
Perfect Truck. I actually genuinely thought that's what the lyrics were when I was a little kid.
Perfect Truck.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents were really happy
perfect
that you
truck?
liked that instead. So, are you gonna ever watch the movie, or is that's it?
I think just today I realized, oh wow, I haven't seen the movie. I have to watch the movie.
Interesting.
Or maybe I never will.
Maybe that's
Maybe.
Supposing.
Is it an old movie?
It's like 90s, mid 90s.
Okay.
But maybe it'll disappoint. Like I have it built up in my head because the soundtrack's so good. I'll see the movie and I'll be like, this movie sucks.
There's a Kill Bill. I can't remember because you brought up Tarantino.
Yeah.
There's a really famous song that like they use, and it's like. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it the samurai song? Is it
the one that I always think about is Reservoir Dogs, the ear cutting scene, and I can't remember what the song is, but it's I can't remember how it goes, but it's like this super happy song that you hear literally all the time. And ever since I saw that movie, all I can think about is the scene where a guy gets his ear cut off.
There's a. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like look it up, but there is a famous one that tons of people use now for like a bunch of different beats. And it came from a Tarantino movie, and I feel like I see. I mean, all of his movies are obviously very gory, so it's tough. But I remember seeing like, I don't know, Assassin, famous song, Tarantino famous song. I don't know.
Stuck in the Middle with You. That was the song.
I thought that's what you were singing, but I was like, is that what they said? Stuck in the middle with you.
Just sawing someone's ear off with a razor blade in that movie. But I don't know what one you're talking about.
It's something with the. We'll get to it. Maybe I'll put it in this later. Okay, Matthew Diano Gariano.
Okay, I have a group of 3. Oh, I have 4. Okay.
All right. Well, just give us one right now. We'll go back. You know what? Actually, no. I guess Eric.
Well, I have more, but
you have more.
Those were just like a chunk that I felt like.
All right. Go ahead.
Needed to be grouped together.
Okay. So there's obvious. We have to get this out right now. So one of my favorite soundtracks when I was a kid growing up was the Tarzan soundtrack, and it made me want to play drums because Phil Collins is cool.
I wanna know.
Yeah. Oh yes.
So bad.
Trash in the Camp? Are you kidding me? That song, I was like, dude, I can make that stuff. I can make that whole song in my kitchen right now. And I'm like, 6. Are you
Yeah.
Oh, my parents hated me.
I feel like that's having a big resurgence right now too, with the Tarzan soundtrack. Like people are realizing that all of a sudden it's just like, wait a minute, this soundtrack's amazing. Like, yeah, like
Strangers Like Me, You'll Be in My Heart. Oh, my God.
I mean, it's fantastic.
I'll be honest. I love Phil Collins as a drummer, but his voice just doesn't do it for me. Can't do it. It's sacrilege.
I don't know. Yeah, like for me, I was like, dude, he's got like a cool voice and he's a really good drummer. I was like, yeah, he's cool.
Incredible drummer.
Incredible drummer.
I actually didn't even know that he was that good of a drummer until later in life. Like, I just thought he was a singer. I didn't realize about Gemini. You know, Gemini, right? No, Genesis.
Genesis.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had Tarzan, and I had one more animated film, and it's the Thumbelina motion picture film from. I gotta look this up. I think it was like Paramount Pictures back in the day, and that they had the whole soundtrack. It's literally called Thumbelina Original Motion Picture Soundtrack. They have this one song in there called Let Me Be Your Wings. And when I listened to that when I was a kid, I was like, man, this is good. I was like, this is how people fall in love, huh? And ever since then, my romantic views of relationship have been fucked. So
I heard something, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the reason why Phil Collins, going back to that, wanted to do Tarzan was because like the director or something like that told him that think of this as losing your mother, or like either Phil Collins lost his mom at the time or either the director did. And it's like, that's what the movie at its core is about, trying to learn that. And he was like, all right, so he wasn't even watching the movie about everything. He's like, I'm going to make this movie based on like that story, and just like crazy. It's like nuts. I'm trying to look it up, but yeah. I never even seen Thumbelina. I don't even think I know. I think I've called people Thumbelinas before, but
definitely seen the movie. I get that one and Fern Gully mixed up.
yeah, Fern Gully. Yeah,
Fern Gully is the only one. Maybe Thumbelina.
So it says it's a 1994 Don Bluth animated feature. It was actually released on my birthday in 1994. So, and it was composed entirely by Barry Manilow. So,
No way.
That is so Matt, actually.
That makes so much sense now.
I didn't even know until right now it was composed by Barry Manilow, but that just makes a lot of sense.
So your
really
favorites
does.
ones was Phil Collins, Barry Manilow, and I bet what's the third one? What are you gonna say?
I was going to put an honorable mention. This is definitely on the opposite spectrum. Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah, this is the exact opposite direction, but absolutely.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say which was one of mine, and we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. One's got a special place. Very special.
Oh, okay.
Get Him to the Greek. No joke. Literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
So funny.
Criminally underrated.
That's awesome. All right, toast.
All right. I had a last second one here, so I may have 4.
Okay. All right, give it to us, baby.
So the first one, it has to be Titanic, my guys, and I'll tell you why.
I still can't believe that.
It's because the lyrics speak to you.
Oh, I love the lyrics. They're all in here, I love them. You're so... I'm just kidding, I don't know them. But anyways, Titanic was the first movie that I've seen in terms of what I remember. This was in Bulgaria in like 97 or like 98. I'm not really sure, but it was around that time. And that was my first memory of going to a movie theater and watching a movie, which I did fall asleep in that movie halfway through. I did not finish Titanic. So even from a young early age, I was not cut out to watch movies. So, but I do enjoy the song. I think it's heartfelt. It's worthy of a good cry, good melody line, So it speaks to me. So once something speaks to me, it stays with me. The second one, this one I actually have watched all movies. It's
Wait, hold on, don't give all of them away.
Why? I thought we were doing that.
Are we doing all of them?
Well, you gave 3, and he gave 3.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
At least give 3.
That's okay. I could stop here.
No. I thought we were going around. Again. I have more, but whatever.
Okay. The Lord of the Rings, baby, the trilogy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know it's kind of an unusual choice, and it might be a score, but I just think, honestly, nothing really comes close to the scale and the drama of that type of soundtrack, and of course, melody. But here we go. So number 3 for me is gonna be Mr. 007 James Bond, baby. Doom, doom. Doom,
Which one do you like? All
the soundtrack of it, the intro.
Oh, the actual song. Okay,
Yeah. I really like that one, and of course, it ties into the games. I like games, so. And then this one, the last one, is the second one that I actually just added. It is from Mission Impossible, I Disappear by Metallica. That's such
interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one, I think. So,
dude, that's right. They did that. Mission Impossible tried to sort of do what James Bond did and have someone cool and relevant write a song.
Right.
Because remember Limp Bizkit did that one time?
Oh, yeah, that is true. That didn't really work out.
Dude, Mission Impossible has been. They're like on number 8 right now. They're filming,
Yeah.
or like something like that.
Seriously?
eight.
I feel like
Damn,
the
that's
last one
wild.
I remember was 4.
Yeah, so much has happened since.
The
then.
last one was Henry Cavill with the mustache,
Oh.
looking. I'm not gonna lie, super fly, super fine.
That's why it was a Batman. Is it Batman vs Superman when he had to have that?
Yeah, CGI.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah, because he was
CGI
doing
shave?
Mission Impossible 7.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yikes.
seen any of them except that one. I don't know why.
You've never seen any other Mission Impossible?
I've seen probably the first 2.
I think I
And
saw
then
the
7.
last Mission Impossible. Whatever because didn't they call one the last Mission Impossible?
Was
Yeah,
it
they
not?
did. It was like 4 or 5.
4.
or
I think that's the only one I've seen because it's like, oh, I got to see the last one, and then they just
did,
kept fucking.
I think
Fallout
that
and,
was the Limp
Ghost
Bizkit
Recon
one.
and- yeah, they did a bunch of them. Yeah. Cool, man. All right. So a lot of the reasons on why these are my favorite soundtracks are because my parents actually listened to these soundtracks a lot while I was growing up. Like, I thought this was somebody's record. I didn't even realize that these were movie soundtracks. So 2 of them I'm gonna give right now are The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, and that's where she did, the big "I'll Always Love You" and then a bunch of other songs on there. She did awesome. Whitney Houston, is Queen on that, and then
I thought that was Dolly Parton.
yeah, I mean. She's
Just-
also
I'm just
she's
kidding.
Queen in another way. Respect. Hey,
my
respect.
girl Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly got it going. So, and then, so The Bodyguard, and I didn't even watch. I'm actually in the same situation with Eric. I'd never even seen that movie until later in life. I did see the movie eventually, but this movie I've never actually seen. But I knew the soundtrack from top to bottom was The Big Chill. You guys know? Have you guys ever heard of the movie The Big Chill?
No.
And it was basically, it's like Jeff Goldblum is in it, and it's kind of like a coming of age kind of like family thing. I actually have no idea. I've never seen it, but that's what I always guessed it was. But it has Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, The Rascals, Smokey Robinson, Three Dog Night, The Temptations again, Aretha Franklin, Smokey Robinson again. So it's like just the perfect Motown funk soul, and that's where I had so much love for that music because of that soundtrack. I mean, I heard it through the grapevine. My Girl, Tracks of My Tears, Joy to the World, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Natural Woman. I mean, it's just like
Pretty nuts.
the greatest hits on
Yeah.
that. So it was hard not to love that. And then the third soundtrack I'm going to give right now, because the next soundtracks will be my favorite of favorite. The other one that was like a big one growing up, and again was because of my parents, was, and this is going to be wild, A Knight's Tale. You guys remember the movie A Knight's Tale?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Ledger.
Yeah.
Totally.
Ledger
With
was
Heath
a knight,
Ledger?
and Paul Bettany, or however you say his name, was like his like drunk like friend that
The
was kind of
poet?
crazy. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
yeah.
A
That's
Knight's
actually how
Tale?
I knew about.
Oh my
Knight's
God,
Tale.
yeah.
That's Heath Ledger, right?
With dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. I just
Yeah.
Googled it. I had to visually see it.
I have never seen that movie, but every time I was at a Walmart or a Target or like a grocery store and I would go by the DVD section, I'd see that movie.
Yeah.
I would see because it's his face and he's all like,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, especially after obviously he passed away. So that's how I knew Heath Ledger. That's how I knew about Paul. I think it's Bettany, the guy who plays Vision now.
Oh yeah,
I saw him
Paddington,
as just like this goofy, wild, like flamboyant dude, and now he's like this serious, like he's talking about real shit when he's like, what is grief if not love, persevering? And it's like, wow, like but
Is that movie
profound stuff.
good?
Knight's Tale, dude, it's been so long since I've seen it. Like as a kid, I thought it was fun. It was just a fun movie.
Right. It's such
anyways,
a weird movie. I don't know if it's good or
So
not.
this is what's on it. We Will Rock You, Queen, Lowrider War, Taking Care of Business, Bottom Turner Overdrive, Golden Years, David Bowie, Crazy on You, Heart, Further Up on the Road, Eric Clapton. It's got Sly and the Family Stone, Thin Lizzy, The Boys Are Back in Town, Another Queen, Third Eye Blind. I mean, it's like,
Oh man, that's
whoa.
good.
Yeah.
It's like
I do
awesome,
remember
just
they're
rock
in
and roll.
they're in a medieval joust, And then the people in the stand start doing "We Will Rock You."
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I guess it's kind of cheesy.
Movie's
but it's
ridiculous.
Was it
But
2001,
it's like
2000?
is good, but it's like not good, but it's good. It's
You know what it is?
such a
It's
weird
the perfect
movie.
it's the perfect like movie that comes out on TNT, and then maybe you'll watch it then. You know, like it's just like, flipping through the channels.
It feels like a fever dream. It could only have existed in a certain point in time.
2000s,
Yeah.
early 2000s. That's it. Shrek was around that time too. So it was a big
that
hit.
was a good soundtrack. That was on my list.
Oh my God, Shrek
that was
is
on my list.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Shrek.
Oh, that is
Oh,
that's an incredible soundtrack.
Golden.
All right, so I gave you. So those are not my top three. I'll give you my top three my next time around. Okay.
All right.
All right, Eric, let's get it.
All right.
What's your tops?
Tops. Okay. I feel like I might steal one of Matt's because he mentioned it earlier. So I apologize in advance. But I would say my top three. First, I'm gonna go with Donnie Darko, which is basically just a Tears for
same
Fears
thing.
album.
Okay.
Like, it's just Tears for Fears, which I will say is probably one of the best bands of the '80s. Period.
Yeah.
And then next up is Office Space with classic 90s hip hop. Like,
Interesting.
so classic.
Obviously, we watched it together on tour, but that was the only time I've ever seen Office Space, and I don't really remember what was on there.
Oh my God, there's the printer scene where they like beat up a printer and they play like
With Beastie Boys?
Ice Cube Down for
Oh, Ice
Whatever. They got Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster on here.
Feels good.
Dude, it's so good. It's
That's
insane.
awesome.
There's actually
That's
like
awesome.
not an actual soundtrack release, but it's criminal.
Oh,
really?
I
There's
got
not an official Office Space soundtrack?
There's not.
I feel like I've seen one.
Like
so
people
that's
people have
crazy.
done like playlists on Spotify, but it's so good. It's the best. And then
Oh, you just gave me another one. Unless you're about to say it right now.
last but not least, the one Matt mentioned earlier,
Oh,
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
great one.
Black Panther.
Great one.
Ready? I'm about
Massive Kendrick Lamar fan. And I feel like when that came out, it was like he did To Pimp a Butterfly. The next year was Untitled, Unmastered. And then the next year was Black Panther. And then the next year was Damn.
Damn.
And it was like
Yeah.
the ultimate prequel to Damn. And I had just discovered Kendrick like right after To Pimp a Butterfly. And I was like deep in the rabbit hole.
Isn't it crazy that dude was up for best album on almost every album he's released? From
Yeah.
Mad Kid,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Black Panther, and Damn. That's 4 right there. Doesn't win any of them.
It's tragic.
He's so fucking good.
He's
Yeah.
the man.
He wins a Pulitzer Prize for Damn.
A what?
Pulitzer.
I think I said it right. Did I say it? Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer Prize?
Pulitzer.
Really? That's how
I think
you
it's
say it?
Pew.
Wow. Well, then that's
Either
the first
that
time
or
I've
my
heard that.
dad is screaming
Pulitzer
at me
Prize.
over the phone.
A Pulitzer.
Pulitzer Prize.
But yeah, no, it's obscenely good. The production's out of control. I'm trying to think of like what's the best
his name?
song?
Gorgons. What's this dude's name? Ludwig Göransson.
Goranson.
Göransson.
Yeah, Göransson.
He became like one of my top 5 favorite producers just because of that record alone.
No joke. Yeah. So that can we talk about that guy? I was literally just talking about him yesterday.
Community.
It is infuriating. That guy scores. So he scored Community, New Girl, then made the jump to Marvel and did the score for Black Panther. He's done the score for what did he do recently? He did the score for Tenet, I think.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he did too. Yeah. I keep seeing his name and I can't remember.
Like literally any epic movie soundtrack that Hans Zimmer didn't do, Ludwig Göransson did. And on top of that, he's also the producer for Childish Gambino, the Black Panther record,
Kendrick.
and he's like our age. Dude's
know.
like 30.
I know.
Jeez.
It's really.
I hate it.
Hey, I'm not 30.
He's incredible.
I said
All right, so
like
it's-
30. You're like 30.
5 years. 4 years now. All right, let's get to Matt. We're burning daylight here.
Okay, we're burning daylight. All right, well, I'm just gonna say the best soundtrack of all time, undisputed. All right, so this one is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Oh,
And
that is a great one.
what is,
That is a great
on
one.
this soundtrack? Ready?
Yeah, tell us. What you
Hooked
got.
on a Feeling, Go All the Way, I'm Not in Love, I Want You Back, Come and Get Your Love, Cherry Bomb, the Pina Colada song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Like, dude,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I
great
remember we
soundtrack.
watched that in Seattle on tour, and I remember us thinking the same thing. Like, man, this soundtrack just keeps killing it.
Damn, I was like,
is
this
out
is
of
a
control.
good ass soundtrack.
Damn, dude, we weren't even thinking about that. That wasn't even in my
I had that one
conscience.
in my pocket because that one was good as fuck.
Great one. Great one.
I would say that one, and then honorable mention to Lilo and Stitch.
Interesting.
Yeah, that soundtrack
Disney,
was good.
Disney knows how to do it, man.
Yeah, Disney knows how to do it. I was a kid, it was good.
Go for it, Toto.
That was it. I mean, I had 4.
I love, dude. I don't know if you froze or whatever, but this is how it went. That was it. All right. Well, all right,
I'm
so
finished.
I got,
That's it. I mean, yeah.
all right. Cool.
Cool.
All right, so I want to give a couple honorable mentions because I thought about this while we were going. The Batman original one with Prince, cool. It was just really cool. I can't believe Eric didn't say this. I thought he was going to say it, but I guess technically it never was released as a soundtrack. Baby Driver, that was an incredible,
definitely a good one.
incredible soundtrack. There's playlists on Spotify and stuff like that you can go check out that you'll be like, oh my God, everything on there is so cool. Another one that's probably going to be a favorite, but it's not necessarily a soundtrack, it's more of a score, is John Batiste and Trent Reznor
Yeah,
in
for
Soul.
Soul.
In
Oh,
Soul, man.
I have one. Fucking Harry Potter, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's a great,
There you
I mean,
go.
that's iconic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's
all right. I'm done.
You can't. Yeah. But the Soul soundtrack is so. You know what's so cool about that soundtrack is that it has both of my worlds, like the alternative, like stuff that Marina City has going on, and our like things like that, and then it also has just jazzy, just really cool piano, just awesome. All that stuff's really cool in them. Okay, but my top 3 right here. Got to give it in order, probably. Number 3, Lion King. Incredible. And honestly, it could be
Respect.
interchangeable.
Yeah.
It could
Respect.
be interchangeable. It could be anything on there. Pick any song. 2, and I felt like it would be a crime if I didn't say this, Toy Story.
Yeah,
An
man.
incredible soundtrack.
I was thinking
The
about that
original,
for you. I was like,
got it all right
where's
there.
Toy
man.
Story?
Like, if I didn't say that, how am I not going to say that? You know, it's just
mid.
hey man, you
Mids.
But the number one to me, the one that just
Don't say
is
Frozen.
the greatest, and most people know about this. This is like a fun fact. This is my password.
Don't say
if you're
Frozen.
looking for different things. What is the best movie soundtrack of all time?
All right. So
is-
far out of these podcasts, we've gotten Ryan's password questions, his mom's maiden name.
credit card number.
Yeah.
is Space.
Okay. Yeah.
For those who are not in front,
Respect.
that is Space Jam.
LeBron
That is-
James. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm about to hop off this podcast. We got, anyway.
Dude, we
just
got
kidding.
What about
Sorry.
Frozen?
We don't. That is actually not bad. That's not bad. I've listened to that movie a bunch of times now that I've watched with niece and nephew. But
I'll take
you
Moana
got
over.
Fly Like an Eagle. You got Fly Like an Eagle. You got The Winner. You got Space Jam. You got I Believe I Can Fly. Hit 'Em High. You got Found This.
That's
You
good.
got Upside Down. You got Giving You All That I Got. You got
Hit 'em high,
everything,
hit 'em
man.
high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em.
Dude, I am. Just think about me on the pogo stick with my Tasmanian Devil Chicago Bulls shirt, and I'm jumping on there, and I go, "Hey guys," and I go 200 times. I got going for the best record. And that's me in a nutshell, listening to the soundtrack of Space Jam. And so it's number one right there.
I like it.
You're the most 90s person the world has ever created.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? My name's Ryan. I like Dunkaroos and Space Jam.
Sipping on Go-Gurts while I'm skateboarding.
Did we talk about Dunkaroos? Because I'm literally eating Dunkaroos today.
Oh my God, Ryan.
You are like a parody of yourself,
Dude, straight up.
Lindsay made Dunkaroo dip for Easter. And so we just been eating that for like 2 weeks.
Dunkaroo dip.
That's one of the whitest things I've ever fucking heard.
For real, G.
Yeah, my wife just made some Dunkaroo dip for Easter, and we've just been chipping away at that ever since. It's just a little high on the sugar, so we just, not all at once, just a little bit.
It's great,
at a
though.
time.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, Dunkaroos is now dad food.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No more kid food.
Yeah. All right, guys, that concludes our 30-minute session of talking about the greatest movie soundtracks of all time. If you have some, please get into the conversation. Text us at 815-406-6209 and tell us, yo, you guys missed this one. I can't believe it. You guys are dead to me. You guys can 100% write that, too. We're going to talk about theme songs soon. We got to talk about that. We got to get Toter on the train, but then once we get him on the train, we're flying through that. You can also email us at thecrush@marinacityband.com. And of course, if you want to get some great swag, my boy Matthew D. Gaudiano is wearing some of it right now. Go ahead and spin yourself a little bit. Let me show him the back
pants.
of it. Okay,
Me too, bro.
What is it?
I'm not wearing pants.
So anyways, okay, all right. So he's wearing a bomber jacket right now. We got bomber jackets, we got t-shirts, we got hats, we got everything you possibly need to look the greatest looking person on your block at thecrush.marinacityband.com. So make sure you go pick yourself something up. Pick something up for yourself. Treat yourself. It's that time of the year to do that. And of course, you can always hit us up on social media. You know where we're at. So, ladies and gentlemen, for Eric Summers-Araya, for Diano, for Toter, I am Ryan. This was the Crush Podcast. We will see you next week.
Bye.